good afternoon, good evening, and good night, whatever time it is that you are watching this. I'm so happy to see you. We've been having a week-long case study, and this week we've been talking about how do I write my book, and we've been talking about Brett, who is a dad with responsibilities. So all week we've been talking about how Brett can write his book. And yesterday we talked about getting a team, and that is your writing coach and your editor. And this, now you've got your team in place, all that's left to do is write. The topic for today, write. So, as we've said, Brett is a dad with responsibilities. He works long hours, but he also works a long way away from home. So he spends a lot of time in the car. He spends 2 to 2.5 hours each day, each way. So between 4.5 to 5 hours a day in his car, just getting to and from work. Can you imagine? That is a lot of time. But woohoo! That is time that Brett could use writing his book. What? I hear you say, what are you talking about? Brett, like everybody else on the planet, has a mobile phone. Now, there are lots of apps, lots of programs that you can get now that have apps that you can put on your phone, and you can be talking your book. You don't actually have to be typing your book. You can actually talk your book. And this applies to anybody, not just somebody who is busy. Anybody can talk their book, and what these apps do, they actually can write as you talk. Isn't that amazing? It's just the best thing ever. So if you're not somebody who is happy to write, you can talk your book if that is your thing. And then you work with your editor to create the right language, to create the right sentences, to fix it all up so that it sounds like a book and not just like you talking at somebody. So what Brett has decided to do, instead of listening to books every day or learning Spanish for a little while, he's going to stop and he's going to talk his book. So he's going to talk about the chapters that he has to do. So each day before he leaves work or he leaves for home, he looks at what he needs to do in terms of his writing, and he gets into his car, off he goes, and he talks that chapter into his mobile phone as he's driving. So it's not unusual to see people talking in their cars. You just assume that they're talking to somebody on a phone call. Well, Brett's just doing the same thing, just he's talking his book. That means that Brett is not having to get up any earlier, he's not having to stay up any later, he's not having to lose any time with his family while he's writing his book. How brilliant is that? I tell you, Brett was really impressed with that. He loved it. And the book was written in next to no time. Next to no time. 5 hours a day he had. 5 hours a day. If he did one chapter a day, his book was written in less than 2 weeks. That's something to think about. Something to think about. So, as usual, I'm going to say, let's make 2022 the year of your book. It's still possible, it's still doable, and as I'm showing you, anybody can do it. All you need to do, contact me. Let's talk about how we can get you started and how we can get you writing your book. You might be somebody who can write your book on your phone. Give me a call. Let's talk about it. That's it for today. I'll be back again tomorrow to round up Brett's week, and we'll take it from there. See you then. Bye.